That's why we invite them, why we need their support. But they're sort of like the referees in a perfect world. They make sure everybody has a fair shot at doing something. But the referees never win the games. That's not their job. The competitors do. And the competitors in the next generation, like never before on this planet, are going to be the people that are the most technically competent, the most innovative, the most capable of working on very complex problems, in very large teams, doing it very quickly, all of which you've been doing for the last 6 or 7 weeks. Anyway, it's really nice to be able to see that back in New Hampshire, I get to introduce the governor of New Hampshire, John Lynch.
Kamen for all that he's done. We are very, very proud that FIRST is headquartered here. I also want to thank BAE Systems for their great support. They have been strong and ardent supporters of FIRST, and without their support, I don't think we all would be here today. It's great to have so many BAE Systems tonight. We have teams here today, as you may know, from all over New England, from New York, 2 teams from Canada. And let's give a real New Hampshire welcome to a team who literally traveled halfway across the world, the team from Australia. As Dean talked about, FIRST is about focusing on and involving students in science and math, technology, and engineering. And it's also, as Dean said, about innovation, and I am convinced that innovation is the way we're going to solve some of our country's problems around healthcare, around energy, and around the environment. FIRST Robotics is also about teaching life skills like teamwork, leadership skills, getting people to work together toward a common goal, making sure everybody feels good about their contribution toward the mission and to the goal and to the success of the team. And these are important qualities that will stand you well as you go ahead and enter the workforce later on in your lives. It's also about having fun. And I know Dean Kamen believes this strongly. We all want you here to have fun and to enjoy yourselves. I also want to thank all of the volunteers, the parents, the mentors, the employees who have given their time, because without them, all this wouldn't happen as well. It's my goal as governor, and I've said this to Dean, I want FIRST Robotics offered at every single high school in New Hampshire. I want the students to get high school credit for their participation in FIRST Robotics. And I want the teachers who volunteer their time to get credit for it as well. So thank you all very much for participating. I hope you have a great event. Thanks again.
So, you've heard a little of what might become public policy. Let's figure out how to make it really happen. That teachers can get the same kind of recognition, financial and otherwise, for coaching our teams as the ones that coach bounce, 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 or other things that will, I'm sure, change the world as we know it. So, as I walked off a minute ago, besides our governor being here, we have one of our federal representatives, Carol Shea Porter, our congresswoman. And she made a comment on my comment about government maybe being a good set of referees to make sure that the game is fair and everybody gets to compete. And she said, well, maybe I'm paraphrasing now, she said, maybe we're only the referees, but maybe we can help with funding. Yeah, I'm a taxpayer. So maybe with our governor leading the way at showing how government can get more involved and more supportive with some of the things he suggested, making it available in every school, giving appropriate incentives to all the stakeholders, the teachers, the students. Maybe we can create a movement, a loud movement, because we've got people here from lots of states. You all have senators and Congress people. But maybe you could elucidate on the comment about getting us support. So, our next guest, our Congresswoman, Carol Shea Porter.